All right. Where are we going this time?
What observatory? Mount Wilson Observatory to see the stars. He told me 6 inches telescope. We only have a 1/5
No,
telescope.
that's the small telescope. It's a 60-inch telescope.
6 inches telescope is small?
Yeah, we're looking at the 100-inch telescope.
100 inches? But you
Yeah.
said the 6 inches.
Well, the small, we're looking at both. We have the 100 and then the 60.
Oh, we have a 12-inch telescope
So
at
small.
our home.
That's like a finder scope for the 60.
So how big is that? For 6 inches and 100 inches?
100 inches is pretty damn big.
Oh, I don't know. We can buy it.
Bigger than I can carry around. No. Yeah, let's go to Walmart and buy a 100-inch telescope. That works.
I'm excited because we always see the 12-inch telescope. What can we see now, right, Sean?
Well, I think in some of the brighter objects, like if they can, Orion's probably gone, but you'd be able to definitely see the color in that. But even like M51, the spiral galaxy, you'd be able to see the color.
What else? I know something. Star. in the
M8
sky.
and M20,
That's
the Trifid
boring.
Nebula.
I don't know what's about. How about Jupiter, Saturn, Moon?
No, there's no Jupiter or Saturn. Jupiter might be up just after dark. I don't know if I'll look at that or not. No, there's no moon till like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Sucks.
What the hell? We were looking at the moon with a 100-inch telescope. You burn a hole in your eye.
I want to see it. I'm curious. I don't
What
know
the
what
hell?
I see.
You don't need a 100-inch telescope to look at the moon.
I'm just curious what's the difference.
That's like use a pair of binoculars to look at your fingers.
Okay.
So the best thing is you'll be able to see some color and stuff, and all the spiral arms and the galaxies, and that's gonna be cool. Shibushu.
I don't know. Because I don't know that much about it.
Well, you'll be excited later. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Chili.
It's chilly.
So what are you doing?
So we're at the Mount Wilson Observatory. So we're checking.
Yeah, here's all the people.
People here waiting to drive through the gate there. So he didn't buy the pass. He wanted to save the money. No, he didn't read the instructions.
Who are we talking about?
To buy it.
I don't know what she's talking about. Look at this, no cell phone service, but you got enough radio antennas.
Yeah, it's cell tower, but no cell phone signal.
Hey, here we go. We're going in. Dun, 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 dun. No signal up here. One of the guys couldn't start his Model S.
Yeah, in front of us, this guy.
Yeah. He found a way to put his phone near the trunk and it opened.
Wow, it's so narrow the road.
Yeah. And no guardrail. Make a left, it's Bob Blue. Yeah, man, how'd they get that 100-inch mirror up through here? Damn.
That's a good question. I think it's cloudy down under the mountain.
Yeah,
we're
it's
above the
cloudy
clouds.
down there, which is great because the clouds will block out all the city lights and garbage. As long as it doesn't block us.
So you can see lots of stars then. Milky Way?
Yeah, should be able to. Maybe even some Snickers.
Anything else to talk? Turn off?
That's good for now. Couple observatory.
Where's the restaurant?
There it is. Oh
God,
yeah,
it's like
100-inch scope.
Finding the Enterprise.
There she is.
So wounded as we were led to believe.
That's right. When days seem like hours, or hours seem like days. Here's the interferometry pipe. I figure such a straight pipe has to be. So I guess it goes from the 100 to the outrigger scopes out here. Nice. And this is a lovely restroom.
I'll bring you over here. 60-inch. The good news is you'll be right close to your car.
You know, if it comes to like a cloudy day.
Oh.
Say hi.
Hi!
I love you. I feel like scopes like I feel about cats.
Kind of iffy.
First landing on the left. Is that it, everybody?
Tail and Charlie here.
All
Yeah.
right, cool.
Oh, it has that battleship smell. Huh? Keep our astronomers fit.
Yeah, right.
Oh, spare cage.
Hi, Scope, I love you.
Everybody out of breath? Altitude's a bit of a killer.
Yeah. What is the altitude here?
50, it's actually, there's a little sign in the kitchen that tells you, I think it's 5,700 feet or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I can feel the lack of air. Come on.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I couldn't keep doing that all day, but
So, I think that's everybody.
look at it, it's attached at both ends.
Okay. I'm just in charge of making sure you guys don't get hurt. Above you is Nick Arkimovich, who is our telescope operator for this evening.
Hi, Nick.
Hey!
When the telescope is in motion, we want you to be sort of in this area here. We don't want you over there. And it's not that the telescope is going to jerk and hit you, but it's going to be dark. And these things,
It's got a tail right on it.
they're going to change position. And so you won't necessarily know where everything is.
Oh my God.
And we don't want you to hit your head in the middle of the night and see the wrong kind of
There's a
stars.
C8. There's a little
Oh,
C8.
and
There's a
up
kite.
here is Lawrence, who is our second session director.
Hi, Nick.
100-inch takes 2 session directors. Is that much bigger?
One per 50 inch.
So I'm just doing the safety thing. Do you want to bring the ladder out just so we can demo it?
Stand by. Oh, I should have brought the wide angle lens. Yeah, I don't think I'd stop. I wouldn't stop if you got in the way. Just squishy.
See color the sky?
Yeah, I got it.
You're looking at 200,000 pounds, so roughly 100 tons of instrument moving smoothly. Keep in mind, all this was constructed between the period of 1903 and 1917.
So this is the 60. This has got a 4-inch eyepiece. Ooh, more comfortable chairs too. That's an eyepiece. That's like a 4-inch eyepiece.
Lilo and Stitch.
Touching.
I'm touching it. We're not gonna not touch that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so we're going to be dimming the lights.
So I'm glad we got to go up to the observatories, the 100 and the 60 inch. But it was a little disappointing because the light pollution was so bad from the city. You know, you couldn't see the Milky Way, which I was surprised. I thought you could at least see the Milky Way out there. But and then when we looked through the scope, like say the 60-inch, we even looked at the Dumbbell Nebula, and you could barely see it. Like it wasn't even visible until we put an O3 filter in front of our eye, and then it popped out pretty well. But the really bad thing was the seeing. The seeing was just terrible. The stars are twinkling straight up. I mean, that's something for that particular night. But nothing was ever in perfect focus. Everything's all shimmering, and you didn't get any round stars and that kind of thing. When we look through the 100-inch, the minimum power on the 100-inch is about 500 or 550. That's just too much power for that night. So when we look through the 60-inch, the 60-inch actually looked better because the 60-inch is around 250, so about half the power. And even that was still a little bit too much power for that night. This just because the seeing was so bad. So I suspect if the seeing was better, we would have gotten a better view. But I know Joan was disappointed because we can see better through the 12-inch on a good night than we saw through either of those. But that might not be the case if it's a really clear night. I mean, they are much bigger scopes. But if it was a steady night and clear night, and you maybe had fog down over Los Angeles, it might not be bad. But anyway, it was worth going to check it out. The funny thing is that while I was looking at the 100-inch, I actually was invited to come up and look at the control center for the 100-inch. And while I was looking at that, Joan went to the restroom, went to the bathroom, which is outside, and she locked herself out of the dome. And on the 100-inch, it's about 2-3 stories down to where the door is. And so she told me she's going to the bathroom before I went up to the control center. So I was probably up there 20-30 minutes looking at the controls. And they're showing that you could look through these little eyepieces that actually are miniature telescopes that look at the right ascension and declination settings on the big scope. So they actually have a little telescope looking over at the settings and in the dark. That's pretty cool. But when I was done to look at that, I came back downstairs and I look around, like, where's Joan? She's still not back yet? And I can hear bang, 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 bang. You can hear the metal banging in the distance. And I looked over, the director says, I bet that's my wife. So we both ran down, I don't know how many stairs that is, but it's a lot. You saw from the beginning of the video. So we looked down, finally let her in. And then later in the night when we got over to the 60-inch, my friend Jason was there, and he went out to go to the bathroom from the 60-inch, and he got locked out. And he's ringing the bell. The 60-inch is a little more advanced, has a doorbell, so you can hear ring, 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 and nobody's answering the door. So I ran down and let him in too. So it's kind of funny. So yeah, if you've never been up there, it's worth going to. Hopefully you get a better night than what we did. But nothing beats really dark skies out in the middle of nowhere. You're just too close to Los Angeles for it to be great. So, 100 years ago, probably much better. So, all right. Well, thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.